begin today with a stretch of water that's just 33 kilometers wide, and yet it's tugging at the threads of global trade and energy. Let's head straight to the map to understand why the world is once again watching the Strait of Hormuz and what real-time congestion here is starting to signal. Right here, nestled between Iran to the north and Oman and the UAE to the south, lies the Strait of Hormuz. It may be narrow, but nearly 1 in every 5 barrels of global oil passes through this point. It's in fact the jugular vein of the energy economy. And this week, maritime traffic is clearly showing signs of visible stress. Look closely at the map tankers. They are idling, clustered unusually tight. This isn't routine movement, it's in fact reaction. Why now? Because of a domino effect. Houthi rebel attacks in the Red Sea have pushed vessels to reroute south and east, with many now in fact relying on Hormuz. But this narrow gateway wasn't built for this volume or this level of volatility. Given the geopolitical situation as well, shipping traffic on the Strait of Hormuz that separates the Iranian waters from Gulf states appear regular currently, even as moves by Iran's authorities to close the water passage at the mouth of the Persian Gulf. Let's tell you, about a quarter of the global sea oil trade passes through this particular waterway, and any steps to block access to fuel tankers known as VLCCs that transport oil to Europe, Americas, China and India threatens a supply disruption that could in fact trigger a jump in crude prices and potential implication for the global economy. Now, this is the Strait of Hormuz, wedged between Iran to the north and Oman and the UAE, in fact, to the south. Nearly 25% of the global oil and LNG transit this narrow passage, which is an artery for global energy. Tracking shows a traffic jam of very large crude carriers, also known as VLCCs, like we told you, which is idling or creeping through the Persian Gulf. Now, the VLCC Stephanie, measuring over 322 meters, is crawling at just 10 nautical miles per hour and stuck en route across the Gulf. Another VLCC, the Aphrodite, is virtually moored off Basra, doing just 0.1 knots. But it's not just ships that are steering clear. The skies above Hormuz are thinning out too. Commercial airlines that once flew directly over the Iranian airspace are now quietly rerouting. From Frankfurt to Singapore, planes are bending around Iran via the Arabian Sea, or let's say over Central Asia. Every detour means longer flight times, more fuel burn and higher insurance loads. For some carriers, it's a clear choice between cost and risk. And these disruptions add up. Oil prices inch upward, freight rates swell, aviation premiums jump. For businesses, it means delays and higher logistic bills. For consumers, it eventually shows up as costlier goods and fuel at the pump. This isn't just a pinch point, it's a pressure point, a narrow strait where global tensions trade and technology intersect. When Hormuz stalls, the world stalls, from the cargo ships below to the aircraft above, and ultimately to every economy that depends on them. We will be tracking every ripple here at TT Now.